Adjusting to a new normal while we wait out the coronavirus pandemic. That can have a big impact not only on our physical being, but on our mental health as well.
That's right. Psychologist Dr. Amanda Sellers joins us now on the phone to talk about how to manage anxiety during this difficult time. And Amanda, we were just talking with somebody here in the station who says that I want to see people because everyone's working from home, so that interaction is lacking right now, and that can definitely take a major impact on people's mental health, especially if they live alone.
Yes, absolutely. So in the midst of the coronavirus pandemic, even though we are practicing this social distancing, we need to be telecommunicating with loved ones. Luckily, advances in tech allow us to communicate with our loved ones, even if we have to be apart physically. So reaching out to friends and family via text, Skype, FaceTime, or a phone call, those are good ways to off some of those feelings of isolation and loneliness that can start to set in.
Yeah, thank goodness for FaceTime and technology in these days. You know, we know that sometimes anxiety can produce physical symptoms in your body. So let's go through a couple of those because sadly, some of them are similar to symptoms that we would see with the coronavirus. So we want to make sure that people are able to separate those and really understand what it is that their body is doing.
Yes, so anxiety and stress can manifest via the body: gastrointestinal upset, headaches, heart palpitations, changes in appetite, eating too much or too little, and difficulty sleeping. Also, sweating and shortness of breath. We want to be careful if we are having those symptoms to kind of take a step back and say, okay, am I getting sick, or are these symptoms of anxiety?
You know, it's not only emotional signs, Amanda, but it's also, I'm sorry, not only physical signs, Amanda, but it's also emotional issues as well. What are things people should kind of look for within themselves if they're feeling that?
Sure. So feeling anxious and fearful, feeling overwhelmed, or even feeling a little bit more irritable, apathetic, depressed, those would all be normal human reactions for the times that we're living in right now.
And you have some tips on things that we can do to maintain a sense of well-being. And these are great tips not only for this time in our lives, but moving forward as we get past where we are now. These are things to really keep in mind, just that it's good for self-care.
Yes, absolutely. So right now, these rapidly altered schedules, the kids aren't in school, everyone's telecommuting or laid off. We want to try to maintain some type of normal routine so that we feel a little bit more in control. So trying to set some sort of routine for you and your family that's as close to normal as possible can be really helpful right now.
And you have limit media consumption, which can be tough because that's how a lot of people are getting news about the coronavirus, and then that just kind of stems the anxiety. It's almost like a catch-22 with that.
Yes, what I'm telling my patients is to limit your checking the media 1 to 2 times a day for 5 minutes at a time. This should give you enough information to keep yourself informed without needlessly fueling your anxiety. And also be careful about where you're getting your media consumption. Be wary of social media, which can be sensationalized and unreliable.
And Amanda, we talked earlier to a doctor who works with patients with ALS. He said they're doing a lot of telemedicine and teletherapy throughout the course of medicine right now. I imagine, are you doing that with patients as well, and you're able to still see patients so that you can get some professional help, but it's at a distance?
Yes, absolutely. So if you are feeling anxious, depressed, consider connecting with a psychologist. If you're already in treatment, continue working with your provider. Many of us are now offering telehealth appointments. I know in my practice this week, I moved to all telehealth, and all of my patients were, able to make that transition pretty easily. It's a really great resource that we have during these difficult times.
Well, Dr. Amanda Sellers, thank you so much. And one point that we didn't stress, but we will have fun. Increase your fun level. You still got to have fun. So thank you, Doctor. Appreciate that.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, we'll be glad when we can have you back here in studio with us.
Thank you.
We'll be right back. Stay with us.